Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode. Yes, this is the 7th or 8th season. We're in the year 2030, so I think this is the 7th season or the 8th season we're going into. But this is the most important one. I have made a decision that this is going to be our final season in the championship. So I've gone a bit mental. There are players that have come in. There are players who have left. And a lot of players who have left have cost me a lot of money to go. So I said that if we didn't get promoted, we were going to lose two players. We were going to lose the winger and the defender. Both of them have been sold. I then said that we were going to reform and change, but with the formation we finished the season with the way it's going to look now. Now, we have lost two of our best players from last season, and it was going to be a bit of a worry for me of where I thought this was going to go. But I've done a madness. We have broken the record amount of transfers spent at this club. We've also received the most amount of money we've ever had in the space of the 2 years that we've been in the last two seasons in the championship, including this one. Also, we are now in September. I wanted to end the season. I wanted to start after the end of the transfer window so we can have a fully look at the team of what we've got. This is a top two team, okay? I am fully expecting us to finish either in the top two or top three. This is, and I mean this as well, if we get promoted, this is a below Premier League, above relegation team. I have nailed this. I have been so happy with the transfers that we've spent, and you'll see by the league position we're in when we get there for when we play our first game on the video, which is Salford, and exactly how things have been going. Now, without further ado, let me show you the outs, and then we're going to go through the ins, but we're going to do it a little bit differently because there's so many ins that we've got, okay? It's going to be long, so be prepared to sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're trying to hit nearly 400 subscribers very, very soon, and we want to get there with your help as well. So if you can like and share this with your friends and family so you can just pop along and subscribe as well, that would be amazing. So without further ado, hit my intro, and we'll get into this. So, as you'll see here, we have sold the winger that we had for free for £22 million. He went to Norwich during the transfer window, and he has gone. 22 million. He's played 2 games for them already. He was our best player, best winger, shall we say, last season. He is gone. Not only that, Carlos Vellante is gone as well. He's gone on loan to Barnsley for the season. You'll understand why very, very soon. But he's gone to League One. He's going to Barnsley. That's where they say he was. He's already he's been sent off already. Well done. Any other? Ben Knight, the winger that Bobby Munson, the director of football, randomly signed. He played quite a few games for us. Played 28 games from Huddersfield. I got rid of him. 60k to Chesterfield. I just didn't care about him anymore. He wasn't getting the game time that we were looking for as well. So here we go. So I'm going to go by prices. Here we go. Campos is gone. That was the left back that we were looking. That was going to go. He's gone to Seville. He hasn't played a game for them yet. I don't think their season might have just started. But he's gone there. £22 million. They wanted him. They brought him. So he is gone. Not only that, our mainstay right back, the future right back, has just been sold. I have got a replacement for him, but has just been sold. He was a bit leaky, I would say. Most of the goals I found have been going through the right back position. Already worth 43 to 50 million pounds for a player. I think we only spent 56k on. I found him in a weird way from Sparta Prague. Brought him in. Played 42 games, 7 assists. Played 5 games already this season, and is already moved to Wolfsburg for his contract release clause of 15 million. So he is gone. Also, Felipe Marçal, this goalkeeper, I could not care about anymore. Sold for 4 million to Brentford. Looks like he's the backup maybe for them. Doofus has gone as well. £3 million to Barnsley. You could tell I'm helping their promotion push by the looks of things. 2 players have gone for them. Didn't really care about that. Hugo Bueno, a player who was the left back, but it was getting really eggy at the fact that he was signed as a squad player, was never intended to be a first team player, but started getting a bit eggy. So I was like, right, you're gone. Left back, he's gone for, I think it was 3 million. 2 million we sold him for. David Utunde as well, the guy that we've brought in, played 70 times for us. It's 19 goals from Arsenal. We brought him ages ago on the free transfer. Second season in the Vanarama National League. Never really played him then. No, I think he really come to us in League Two. It was the end of transfer for then, and then played most of the time for us there. Then went on loan to Wickham, went on loan to Mansfield, went back to Wickham with a loan fee, and then we just sold him. Didn't really need him anymore, so he is gone. Tobias Koppel, weird player he was, weird player. He had the potential when we signed him for 400,000, and just wasn't really doing it. Went to Portugal, and then just sold him to Notts County. They were interested. They gave me an offer. I gave it to him. Joe Knight, a player who I was really happy we first signed. I think this was in our Vanarama National when we brought him in for a free transfer once he was released. He was so good in League Two. He then broke his leg in League One and just did not recover at all. His whole stats just went down. He played him a few times in the Championship, but then loaned him out to Stockport. Never played him again, but then sold him to Swansea. So he's in League One with them. And then we just got a few little players here that are not really it. Carter Pennington has gone on loan, the defender, to Bristol City. The midfielder we brought in for a free transfer, Mark Vekwe, has gone on loan to Millwall. Max Kane has gone on loan to Hibernian, another centre-back as well. Steve Williams has gone to Wickham. And then Lloyd Murphy. You'll see there's a lot of loan players here. Max Robson has gone on loan to Wrexham. Sam Williams as well, a great player. You don't know who that player is just yet because he's a new signing and they are a youth as well. So we're going to go into the players we've brought in. So we had Kelvin Phillips. I'm going to block most of it. I'm not going to quick switch back forwards because it takes forever to do that. So Jaden Watson is a player that we brought in for the under-21s. Good player. He's all right. He's got slight potential, but he's going in. He's someone who I think could be quite good for us in the future. And then here is another. This is a central defensive midfielder we brought from Brackeweg. They sold him from Borussia Dortmund too. He's been all over the place. Where is it? Midtjylland. Then he went to Mafra. Then went to Dortmund on a free. Played in Borussia Dortmund 3 for quite a few years. Got sold to Broodwick for 2.7 million, and now he's come to us, £2.5 million here for us. And now I'm going to show you the stats of this bloke, because he is a Brazilian sensation that we brought. Siba, his name is, £5 million it has cost me, and oh my God, I love this man. I love release clauses in Brazil when they forget about players. But this was a lot of contract negotiations that I had to take over to deal with. So that was another one. I can show you that because that's everyone there. But next up, this is a lot of signings have happened. So we're gonna go back. I'm gonna organize this into like the lowest, and then we're gonna go high. Chris Pritchard. He is a midfielder that we have brought in from Manchester City. Now, I like this man. He was reluctant, but we have an option. I got this in, thankfully, with the loan signing of 15 million. If he does well, we can pay 15 million, and I'm hoping it goes through. But I'm only going to do that once we get promoted. When we get promoted. this season. So Chris Pritchard is a loan signing that we brought in, the only loan signing we brought in as well. We then going to go through. I'm not going to show you most of these because these are the under 18s and under 21s. An under 21 player that's got a big future for us as well from Manchester City. He's a winger. He's good. He's all right. Next up, Matthew Wright from Golden Bay. This is when the director of football took over at this point, and I don't understand some of these. But this is another one. This is a player who I have got as a winger bench. You know him if you know football. Abdou Kamara, very well known for Norwich, being with Norwich. And he was very recently, I think it was this last season or the season before, linked to go on loan to Reading. And that's where I stumbled across him. Has an unbelievable under-21s record, 27 years old now, and he's been all over the shop. He went on loan to Wrexham and went back to Norwich, played 5 times, went on loan to Portsmouth, went on loan to Hull, then was released and went to Sporting Lisbon for free, and then went on loan from them the season after that, was at Sporting Lisbon and got released at the end of that season, which was thankfully good for us because I needed a winger that can come in and do something for us, and I'm very, very happy that we've been able to bring him in. Next up, I'm going to skip one of the players that you can't see. This is when we're going to get to another under 21s. Togo, Zimbabwe, international. Another winger we got here for the under 21s. Next up, we went to Toronto, Canada. This is when Bobby Munson got involved. I saw him and I really liked the look of him. I was looking at young strikers and I really liked the look of the way he is and the way he was. So I wanted to bring him in, got him on a free and then loaned him straight out to Southend. He's already scored 1 goal in 3 for Southend, so that is a good thing for them as well. Next up, Mark Jenkins, another player here that will go to the under-21s. He's a left wing-back, left-back, centre-back type player. He's all right. Next up, now you saw a player on the other side that was Gabriel Di Vico. He is an Italian striker who's gone on loan to Exeter. And I just want to show you some of the stats here. He has got it all. He has got potential. Free transfer as well. I'm very happy with this pickup for the future of the club from Napoli as well. Every place he's gone, he's scored goals. So now we're sending him out on loan to Exeter. So I'm happy if they can get good out of that League 2 as well. So he could be doing a good job for them. Next up is another youth player as well. Mark Aarons. I need to pull this down just a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Mark Aarons is gone. He's in the under-21s. He's not any good. This was the director of football doing this crap with this one. Next up, Gabriel Brinstein, under-21s striker. He will be playing in there and seeing how he does, the German does, throughout this season. Next up, why are we not moving? Here we go, thank you. To sign, and now this is when another free transfer, Turkish striker, come on loan for it, hasn't got a work permit at the moment, but he's someone who we're going to bring in, train. He's not great, as you could tell. He's not great. Now, here comes to some of the permanent signings that we've got. There is one free transfer I'm going to leave to the end. But here is one. This is an under-21 left-back. 100,000. Wasn't that great. Director of football. Next up. Director of football. Think this is the right-back. Yes, it is. Maybe get some money out of that in the future. Fine by me. Next up, from Penarol, Gustavo. He is a goalkeeper, 20 years of age, from Penarol in Uruguay, and I had to get him. He has a very bright future, and he could be someone that could do really well for us in the future. Now, here come the permanent signings for the first team. Andrew, here he is, the goalkeeper now that we have finally brought. 29 years of age, first choice goalkeeper. He is going to be someone who I'm depending on. He was at West Brom last season, but they got relegated, so we can pick him up a little bit of a cheaper £3 million, £2 million, 2. I can't remember if it was 3 or 2. 2 million, sorry. But 6 games so far, 5 conceded, 2 clean sheets. You'll see how things are going so far. But that is Andrew. Next up, we have got, I'm rattling through him here, a left back, backup left back, potential for a future first team left back. You'll understand why I say future, because of the left back we actually brought in. He was going to be first team until I found the player that's on the free transfer. And Alexandru Lupu, from Romania. He is a good player. Excellent fucking bravery, by the way. Fly in. He's all right. He's good. He's got a bit of potential about him. 22 years of age. Even if he just becomes the permanent left backup, I'm fine with that. Next up, I can't remember who I brought here. Sidu Anion, under 21s, £3.5 million, going back on loan to FC Twente. I see a good future with this man. I see a very good future. And that's why I paid a little bit more for an under 21 player to then loan him back to FC Twente, where he's coming off the bench at FC Twente. A little bit annoying. I just wanted to be playing first team football for that. But next up, I said I brought Mbappe, and I did. But it was his brother, Ethan. I brought Ethan Mbappe, and he's going down a bit, but he is quality. If we have a look at his career, it's mental, by the way. I only picked him up because I was looking at Norwich. But he was at PSG, and then he went to Metz on loan, and then was sold to Norwich for 750,000, which then was loaned immediately to Notts County, then played for them again, never played for them then was loaned out to Carlisle, then was gone back, never played for them, and then went to Barnsley, where he played 26 times. This is where I found him. I was looking at big club. I was looking through players, and I found him, and then I picked him up for 4 million, where he has never played for Norwich during playing the 750,000. Mental, and they made profit on it, which I found absolutely hilarious. Now, no, Lupu, sorry, is the centre back. I do apologise. Lupu is the centre back, because this is the left back from Nacional for £4 million. This is going to be the backup left back with the potential of a growth and money opportunities here. He's all right. He's not great at defending, but he's all right, and that's what I'm looking at. If they're all right, they're fine by me. Never went on loan to anyone else. Only ever played for Nacional. Next up, we have got a winger who I nailed this. Found him in Sassuolo in Italy, and I have to say, for his release clause, I was not expecting how low it was. £5 million for Conor Horrigan. Oh my God, what a player he is. Clubs want him on loan. Not happening. We've already gone past the transfer window. Not going to get rid of him. Absolutely quality player. But just look at where he's been, right? He was in Germany at Bundesliga 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Bundesliga 3. And played for Lübeck for 3 times, right? And Sassuolo found him for 1.1 million. Loaned it, never played him. Loaned him to the Regina in Serie C/A, which is the 3rd division in the top of the A class in Italy. And now he's with us. Already got a goal in 5 appearances here. Absolutely, in 6 appearances. His slow start he had at the start of the season, but my God, did we pick up a bargain here. And I'm very happy with that. Next up, this is where we become 2 of the highest transfers that we've paid for. But before we get to that, we're going to get a player on the last free transfer. And this is the guy in real life playing for left back for Arsenal in real life, Miles Lewis Skelly. He can't play left back at the moment in the game, but I'm making him. Not going to lie, I'm making him. Free transfer. He was released by Arsenal. I tried to also sign Ethan Nwaneri, but he rejected us to go on loan to Crystal Palace, where they have a mandatory buy. So even if I try next season, I can't. But he is a player who I am looking at in the future to bring in as well. But Miles Lewis Skelly, what a player this man is, by the way. And let's have a look at his history. He was on loan at Reading and never played. Oh no, he played 11 times. Sorry, I do apologise. I read that wrong. And then played for Arsenal spittingly every so often. Last season went on loan to Millwall. And only played 16 times. Already played 6 times for us. 3 assists already in the left back position. I picked up a great one here. You can tell by my enthusiasm how happy I am with this transfer window. But now, because we lost the mainstay, because we lost, let me get him up. This guy here, Lucas Nawari, for 15 million to Wolfsburg. I had to find a replacement, and there's only ever one place I've been going to so far: Arsenal. And they had a right back who wasn't really playing, but has stats to be a right back, so he's a regen. His name's Derek Thomas. Great name. Derek Thomas, £10 million from Arsenal. And he's just got it all. They weren't playing him. He was not going anywhere. So he was a regen in 2024-25 season. Never played for Arsenal, but played a lot of games for the under-21s. 69 times he played during the season in the 25-26. 48 times there as well. But then went on loan to Colchester. And when he went on loan, he got 8 appearances. He got 4 goals, 1 assist. So that's him playing as a winger. He then went to Arsenal, and the season after that, he went on loan to Hull, got 11 assists in 6 goals in 25. Went on loan to Norwich last season in 40 games, got 8 goals, 11 assists, and now he's with us playing. Just started recently because we just recently lost the right back, so he's only played 1 game, and he's solid. Now, I brought this player in because we needed a centre back, and I started to slightly panic. But then I found this bloke, Jose Lucio, who is now the record-breaking centre-back player for our club. He has the potential to be the future. He's mainly bench player at the moment. And I know you say, you're paying £12 million on a player. Why are you not playing him? Because, let me explain to you for why. Now, we got Lupo. And I might actually change this around. Yeah, I'm going to change it around. Lupio was going to be it, but yeah. So he's now going to be playing. So this is the team that we're going to be playing now. This is the team that we've been starting the season. You can tell by the top exactly where we are. Thomas is coming. Mars Lewis Scully is in as well. McDonald and Popovic, who is fucking love Popovic, as you can tell. 7 goals, 7 appearances, 2 assists. Brilliant so far. McDonald, 1 goal, 2 assists. 3 chances created. Hogan as well. 3 goals, 2 assists in that. Siba, 2 goals, 0 assists, 3 chances created as well. And also Jack McDonald has got 14 caps for Australia. Ethan Mbappe been brilliant in his position. Pritchard, 3 assists, 4 chances created. Miles Lewis Scully, 3 assists, 12 chances created. Creating more chances out of everyone. And then Derek Thomas just coming in as well. But we've also promoted a couple of players as well. Only 1 player, if I'm correct. 2 players, I'm correct. 2 players we've promoted from the under-21s. This striker, Antonius Anadonu. He was wanted by a lot of clubs. They've gone away now because I just signed him to a new contract. But he was wanted by a lot of clubs. And I was like, what's the fuss? Because I wasn't really looking. And I found him, and I can now see the fuss. Excellent player. Brilliant. And also this gentleman here from France. Marwin, if you didn't know, this is the AJ Auxier that we got from free transfer. I said was going to be an absolute bowler, and I've promoted him to the bench for that reason entirely. We're going positive mentality. Why are we going positive mentality? You'll see why. We had an absolutely incredible pre-season friendly. Never lost, never drew. Won all the games as well. Against some of the big boys, Anderlecht, Liège, Aston Villa, AZ Alkmaar. So, how's the season gone for us? You will see. We drew with Luton 2-2. We were 2-0 down and we come back. Then we beat Altrincham 6-3. Mental game, by the way. We went 3-0 up and went 3-3, and then we scored 3 extra goals. Mental game. Beat Watford 2-1. tight game. 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to be able to pull that win off, both of them from the under-21 players. Then went to West Brom, our bogey team, and beat them by Popovic. Drew with Sunderland 1-1. They went 1-0 up, and our under-21 player was able to get it. Stoke beat them 2-1. The semi-finalists that we beat in the playoffs last season, able to beat them 2-1 after going 1-1. Beat Chesterfield as well 2-0. Beat Wrexham 3-0, and it was comfortable. Popovic with a pen, Seba with his goal, and Mars Lewis Scully with a goal as well. And then have beaten Fulham 3-0. Now, if we go over here as well, and if we look at this, and we look at season preview, we were 5th favourites, which was the highest favourites of what we had. We were 8th, but then we signed that right back and a couple of other players, and we shot up to 8th. And that also means as well that we are joint top with a game in hand on 14 points. It's been an incredible start of the season for us as well. Popovic, second top goal scorer in the league as well. Miles Lewis Scully, highest average player of the match, goes to him as well. Clean sheets as well. We should be in the top bit, aren't we? Joint 6th with 2 away from the Blackburn goalkeeper as well. Assists wise, 4, 3. We are up there with a few players on 3. Miles Lewis Scully joint 3rd on 3 as well. No one else is there as well. I thought there'd be quite a few more, but there's not. We've just been absolutely clinical in front of goals, scoring goals, making it fun for us. But we are going into this game now with one game in mind, and that is going to be Salford, because this is somewhere during the week. You're watching this on the 6th of March, which is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday. We are going to be doing this month by month. So, next game is going to be in October, where we will most probably playing Leeds United and maybe MK Dons or Coventry, depending where they are around the time. Then we're going to be skipping ahead and most probably be playing Everton and Norwich and skip out Bristol City. And then we will then go to December as well, where we will probably be playing Sheffield United maybe, or Ipswich, most probably, with that, going into Rotherham at the same time with that. And then the whole of next week will be the ending of the season. So we're going to be doing this season a lot shorter. You see my OBS there. I don't know why it went over there, but it went over there. Right, let's get into this then. We've got one game to play. That is Salford City, who are managed, by the way, which is incredible. Andros Townsend, the former Everton and Rangers, he played for Rangers at some point as well. Everton winger and Crystal Palace and Newcastle and QPR Birmingham. He has 20 motivating and 20 people management. He's only had one managerial position. He was an assistant manager at Lincoln, and then was an assistant manager at Bristol City, and then has now become his full-time manager himself at Salford Forum. But are they still in charge? Gary Neville and Peter Lim are still in charge here, and Ryan Giggs is the director of football, with Nicky Butt as the technical and managing director. How good are they? Okay, he's actually quite good. You know the jokes are coming. Ryan Giggs, not great at staying faithful. I mean, great at what he's doing. Joke had to happen. But yes, so you can tell here that they've gone with it. Who's the assistant manager? Ben Garner. Oh, bad assistant manager, to be fair. It's good for the championship, I'll give you that. Salford are currently sat. Where are they sat? 17th. Good start for the season for them. But here we go then. We play positive football. We don't divert from that, and we go for it. That's basically so. Because I talked myself into it now, fully talked myself into it, because I was like, why am I not playing the under-21 player, the £12 million player? So he's now starting here with Zezzy as well. But look at that. We got so many players that are going to be worth so much money for us as well. And we got a stronger bench as well. It's really good to see. This is the season for us to get promoted, and this is the season for us to win everything, I hope. So here we go then. Looking forward to this. I've been watching this, right, and I've played the first month of the season, and we are a weird football team. Like, we go forward, like, direct. And then when we defend, it's like, But I did find the right back position was becoming a bit of a problem because every time they attacked, it was going down our right hand side when they was scoring, and he was just nowhere to be seen. So the weirdest thing is about a game before I saw that that they matched the release clause. I literally thought to myself, do I buy myself? I literally was searching for a right back, and I was like, do I bring one in and maybe potentially sell him? And then in the end, it was taken out of my hands anyway because he was sold. Right, McDonald here shoots over the top. Damn you. And your mum and your sister and your jam and your home house. Right, lovely short hit to Horgan. Oh, that is poor. Oh, wins it back. Oh, Horgan cuts it. Shoot off the crossbar. Out of play now. 0-0. 16 minutes gone. All right. I did say I was going to make sure that the signings we made were going to be statement signings. Horgan! Oh, what a save. I said I was going to make statement signings. I said I was going to get this team really up for it this season, and I have. And I'm really proud of... There's a few players on there that I didn't search out for. Like Seba. Never looked at him, but then when I go on scouting, there's a list. And he was on there with the release clause, and I went... Brazilian, that worth that little bit amount of money. He must be good. So I clicked on him and I went, oh my God, his release clause. I had to take over negotiations because the director of football couldn't get it over the line. So I had to take over from it. I just promised him everything. Money. It was more about money. But yes, so already a good start from us. Possession-based shooting. We do this. A lot of shots. Got a really itchy beard as well. Mbappe, here we go. You imagine now that I've signed Ethan Mbappe and he's really happy he can go to his brother and go, look, you want to come over here to South Shields? Oh, penalty. Seba got taken out in the box and a yellow card, and Popovic is going to step up here. He missed his last penalty. He's going to score this one. Keeper went the right way there. I slightly pooed my pants. There. But yes, good start here. 1-0, 37 minutes gone. Now we're going to go back to the top. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we've nailed this. I'm so happy. There will be times in this season where I'm going to say, why have I signed this player? But the director of football was really weird with the under-21 signing. It was just like, I'm just signing players of the under-21s, no future-proof. Thomas! I brought a right back that can score goals. I brought a right back who can score goals. Who would have thought? I just hope he can defend, which will be a lot better. They have a very tired team. Right. My phone is annoying me. It's vibrating. Still my head in. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's gone out. I thought that was coming back in then. Okay, so. Let's make some changes. Seba. For you. Hogan. For you. Ethan Mbappe. Joel Roberto, another one that I promoted from the under-21s. I forgot to say as well. Another one I promoted from the under-21s. Good player. A lot of potential. and I really like the way that he played pre-season as well. So he's another player who I promoted. I did go through the under-21s one by one, cold cut a lot of them as well. A lot of them left. Just there was no need for them, and I'm not paying a lot of money for players I don't want. So they were on the. I think I put them on the unwanted list. Either sell or release. Sell at any price of release. And there's João Roberto, first goal for the club, I think as well. Is it? It's got a lovely goal. Yeah, first goal for the club ever since we signed him for the under-21s. But 3-0. Surely home and dry. But this is a very long video. I do apologise about the length of this video. But we had so many signings and so much to get through here today. And another penalty. So much we had to get through for this promotion pushing season that I needed to go through it all with you. But we're going to go 4-0 out now. Popovic going to get his second penalty goal. Nope. He does 1-in-1 at this point. He scores one, misses one. It's basically how he's been going this season. It's very weird. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not happy with that. You shall be subbed. You shall be cold. Thank you. Right. Antonis Antrionio. Is he Greek or Cypriot? I can't remember which one it was. Is he lovely? Look at this. Just we play football beauty. I also get slightly worried about Andrew. Not gonna lie. The first game of the season, he was absolutely fucking woeful. Absolutely fucking woeful. But he's grown into it. Please keep a clean sheet. I would like us to keep a clean sheet. Nope, no clean sheet. It's annoying that we don't have the best goal difference either. Everyone knows that that's my thing. I have to have the best goal difference. It's really weird. I don't know why I want it. Right, a few minutes left. I'm so hungry, I need food. Right, come on, end the game. Put Salford out of their misery. Yes. The long throw-ins are still working. Yes. That is exactly what we want to be seeing. This is how we won late at Stoke, and I emphasised a lot of the training. And I changed a few bits up for this, and we are doing a lot more long throws. And now 4-1. Beautifully done. Oh yeah, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. Right. Full time. End of the episode. End of this match. 3 points. We stay top of the league. I will see you guys tomorrow, where we're going to skip ahead a little bit now. Go to next month and then see what teams we can beat and carry on this great form. And we'll go on from there. But with love, with care. I just knocked over something. With love, with care. My name's been Mark. You guys have been amazing. And peace. I am going to win this league if it fucking kills me.